them, you can't do that. Nice leg work. Nice pass, but nice catch. You step in, Rashid. Change. David, you break. I cut, not break.
Starting 7, come to the side for me, please. Alright, ready? To the side, to the side, to the side. Alright, starting at goal shooter for Netrupas Tigers, Jana Young. At goalkeeper, Dwayne Jones. I run it for you. At goal attack, Jason Sims. Goal defender, Miguel Masters. Wing attack, Owen Green. Wing defense, Marlon McCallum. Center, Patrick Hardy. Center for Titans, Brandon Walcott. Wing defense, Clifford Cameron. Wing attack, David Ricketts. Goal defense, Orion Thompson. Goal attack, Richard Smith. Goal Russell Barnes. Goal shooter, Lamar Parks.
Yeah, umbrella.
So when I go under the tent?
Why not put it under there? I put it right there, so. Nice to get one.
It live? So can tell them there's no basketball?
Well, I'm sure they're hearing you.
Yeah, I was holding it, that's why.
That's why I'm in a
Alright, so we're just sorting out some logistics here before the match.
Brand new lace them in there.
So if you have missed the lineup, just let me remind you of that on court. At goal shooter for Netrupas Tigers is Janoy Young. At goalkeeper, it's Dwayne Jones. At goal attack, it's Jason Sims. Goal defense, Miguel Masters. Wing attack, Owen Green. Wing defense, Marlon McCallum. At center, it's Patrick Hardy and Brandon Walcott. At wing defense, it's Clifford Cameron. Wing attack, it's David Ricketts. Goal defense, it's Orion Thompson. Goal attack, Richard Smith. And at goalkeeper, it's Roger Barnes. And at goal shooter, it's Lamar Parks. And the first whistle has blown. That was the center pass for the Netropers team, and a turnover there by Marlon. Sorry, a deflection by Marlon put that in the favor of the Titans team. Now it's Titans center pass, and so a steady passage of play down the court, ball side there. Contact there calling the goalkeeper, Roger Barnes, and puts them out of play, and Lamar sinks that one. That's 2 of 2 for Lamar Parks. It's now Netropers center pass, taken by Patrick Hardy. A effort there by the goal attack, Richard Smith, goes not in his favor, but Miguel Masters there pick up an intercept there and was able to finish. Another finish there from Lamar Parks and put Titans up 3-0. Center pass taken by the Titans team. Almost seamless passage of play there. A good save there from David Ricketts and a good backline drive from Lamar Parks, and he finishes that one. That's 4-0 in favor of Titans Sports. So this is quite the opposite for the Titans team last week when they played the A team for Netropers. They would have played Netropers Warriors, and this is the reflection that we would have seen from last week's game, where Warriors would have started the game. Good steal there from Orain Thompson, and so the Netropers team just making some effort to get inside the circle. I would assume that would have been a pass there from Jason, and finished by Janoy Young. It's now 4-1 in favor of Titans Sports. Running step-ins there, calling the goal attack from Titans. So goalkeeper there just being called for contact, being caught on the back, and Janoy finishes 2 from 2. It's now 4-2 in favor of Titans. Center pass taken by the Netropers team. Alright, so just a little bit of difficulty there just to get the ball inside the attacking circle. An attempt there, and a good deflection there from Dwayne Jones, the goalkeeper from Titans, and the ball went in their favor. So a step in there from the goal defense, Miguel Masters. That ball just thrown right in the hands of the goalkeeper, and another ball side passage of play all the way down inside the circle, long lob pass to Lamar, and Lamar finishes. So we're seeing a better transition for the Titans team this week versus when they played last week, and even the effort to shoot by Lamar is even better than what we saw last week. So it's going to be interesting to see how they progress throughout this match. Contact there from the goal defender, and a lob pass, shooter to shooter inside the circle. Lamar shoots and he finishes that 6-2. Lamar has scored all 6 goals. It's Netropers center pass. So Netropers there just been a little bit patient. Just found it difficult to get over the hands of the Titans defenders, and so they lost it. Good effort there by the center Patrick Hardy, just unable to keep it in. Another excellent effort there from the goal defender Orain Thompson to do a deflection, and it was picked up by the Netropers player. Nice long lob pass inside the circle to Janoy Young, 6 feet something shooter, and he catches that one and shoots flawlessly. That's 3-6. So just a contact there called by the goalkeeper, and 2-on-1 inside the circle. That would have been pretty seamless. Missed shot there from Richard. Went outside. Netropers took the backline pass. just some miscommunication there from the goal defender, and it went outside, so the ball remains in the hands of the Titans team. Good dodge, good backline dodge there from the goal shooter Lamar Parks, and he finishes 7-3. All 7 goals scored by the goal shooter Lamar Parks, 100% for both shooters. Netropers center pass. Let us see if they'll be able to make a better passage of play. So a deflection there from the goal defender Miguel Masters, and so the ball remains in the hands of the Netropers Tigers team. Time held for ball to be retrieved. So we can see there Marlon just bouncing on the wing attack, trying to make sure that he's doing his preliminary work to see how much he could get probably a ball just in case it should go to the wing defense, the wing attack. Contact there being called on the goal attack from the Titans team, and the pass there taken by Miguel. They're doing another deflection and picked up by Marlon McCollum, and so a long pass to Lamar there from Miguel, and the team shouts in disapproval that that's not his play. And so time held again for ball to be retrieved. So the score still remain 7-3 in favor of Titan Sports Club. So we're back on court with some action, and Netropers making steady progress up court. Long pass from the goal defender, but straight in the hands of Miguel Masters, and he intercepts that. Another long lap pass over to Lamar Parks, and he jumps, retrieves, shoots, and that's 8-3. Center pass now goes to the Titans team. So that center pass was assisted by Marlon McCollum, and just a little bit of patience there from the Titans mid-quarter. An obstruction there, so that is not against him, and so it's 9 from 9 for Lamar Parks. It's 9-3. Center pass taken by the Netropers team. Netropers need to really relax. Whoa, well, a lot of tussle there. Almost lost it, but they managed to keep it. So, another lap pass inside the circle to the goal shooter Janoy, unable to keep it. Deflection there from Orain, unable to keep it in. Marlon again with another deflection. So Marlon lost that ball because of stepping, and he worked and got it back. Another deflection, but picked up by Lamar. Brandon there just been a little bit uncertain about the pass. Took a while to get it. Marlon again working overtime, but went offside, and so it goes back in the hands of the Netropers team. So another lap pass inside the circle to Janoy, and Janoy was unable to keep it in. So the Netropers team, the Netropers Tigers team, they need to eliminate those long passes inside the circle because they are not working out. Janoy is just unable to keep those ball inside, so they need to get as close as possible to make those passes. Some miscommunication there. That's the first goal there, shot by the goal attack from Netropers Tigers, Jason. That's 1 from 1. It's now 9-4 in favor of Titan Sports. So the center there, just creating a contact there on the wing attack. Brandon resetting the ball because apparently he saw nobody there. Orain there just capturing that one. So that's outside there from the, well, contact there, thank you very much. And so downstream goes the unable Marlon there making a step pass and not able to keep that ball inside the circle. Netropers going upstream with the ball. Another deflection there from the goalkeeper. So no progress there for the ball from the sideline. The ball remains the same place. So it seems as if it was incorrect taking right there, and so Titans is now in possession of the ball. Another lob pass inside the circle, unable to keep it, and umpire say ball is going up. So Netropers is in possession of that ball. So a step in there that was missed by the umpire, but it was still forced outside. So collected there by Miguel, and so Titans, they're just unable to keep the ball on court, and so at this present moment the ball is just up and down the court. I am waiting to see who's going to steady the ship. Netropers seem to have slowed down the pace of the game. So Jason there struggling, and that's a replay there call by the umpire Rashid Joseph. And so you can hear Marlon calling for two-man weave, but umpire there calling stepping instead. So Jason there lining up to take his shot. That was a block by Dwayne Jones, and he was clearly not pleased with that call. And so Lamar takes a shot. Obstruction there, so that's not against him. So he's yet to miss a goal. And let us see if he'll be able to finish this one. Some strong hands there from the Orain, the goal defender, and Lamar finishes. That's 10-4 in favor of Titan Sportz. Alright, so sorry, I missed that one a while ago. So let's go. Titans back in position of the ball. It's 10-5. David there on and off their call. David make some miscommunication there by David, and the wing defense was trying to turn back the ball and play it back to the man who pushed off there by the goalkeeper, and umpire missed that one, but Lamar unable to keep it on court, and so we're going upstream. Netropers making steady progress, just being patient. However, so tactical there called by the Netropers team as the first tactical of the game. It's 10-5. Titans still leads.
Get it wrong.
Alright, so just to remind you, today's officials, umpires are Rashid, Shamina, timekeeper, Latrice, sport keeper, Tasana, and Trudy. Yes.
They know Bashko, they don't know the Trudy.
Oh, well, she goes by Bashko. So we are, just to show you, both teams are in their huddle, just talking about whatever they need to talk out. There is some changes on court. by the Netropers team in the attacking end. So let me just notify you of those changes. Owen Green moves from wing attack to goal attack. Ricardo Buchanan comes at wing attack, and Jason Sims goes to wing defense, replacing Clifford Cameron. Alright, so back in action. Another lob pass there. Another intercept by Orain Thompson there. So good interception. So a feint pass there by Owen Green to the goal shooter, and the defender got caught up in that one, and then he made the pass and he shoot. It's 10-6, and it's Netropers center pass. So both defenders there just jump into that one, and the deflection there by Jason Sims. Titans remains with that pass collected by goal shooter. Lob pass over to Richard Smith, and Richard just unable to keep it inside, and it goes to the Tigers team. So just some miscommunication there by the Tigers team. The ball was taken by the goal defender Roger Barnes, and Jason making a little effort, not able to get a hand to it. So the Titans team is playing very patient. A good pass off there, shooter to shoot inside the circle. Lamar scores another one. No misses for Lamar. It's 11-6. It's Titans center pass. So pick up there by Ricardo Buchanan, popularly known as Birdie. A tussle there. Miguel there just getting an intercept all the way down to Lamar. Lamar scores. So Lamar is producing better results today than what we saw last week. It's 12-6. Titans lead. So another deflection there. So Marlon and Miguel has been working real hard in the defensive circle for the Titans team, and so Marlon created that deflection. Richard in position with the ball. Another shooter pass off to Lamar. Lamar didn't mind the hands, and he shoots. Center pass taken by the Titans team, collected by Miguel. So a long pass inside the circle to Lamar. Lamar unable to even get a hand to it. So just some tussle there. I could hear a replay being called.
Time.
That's the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, the score is Titans 13 and Netropers 6. So just to let you know, Lamar has 13 from 13 goals so far. That's 100%. So that's really beautiful. No, it was obstruction.
No, I never called back to me. The kids meal.
So we're back in action. So it is Netropers Tigers versus Titans Sports Club. It is 13-6. Long pass inside the circle to the goal shooter, and he scores. There are no changes on court, except, yes, there's one change. The center has changed for the Titans team. Nicholas has replaced Brandon, and so there was an early entry there from the goal attack Richard Smith. Marlon there just working back to get it, and Richard just trying as best as possible to get as close to the goal post as possible. Roger Barnes, they're just being called for contact. Richard sinks his first goal for this match. It's now 14-7. So Ricardo there just unable to keep that one inside the circle, and so Net Titans there, they lost it, they won it, and so they're back, and they lost it again. So it's very windy here today. We're here in Portmore at the Passage Ford Community Center. So it's very windy. And the Netropers team, they have lost it again. And we could hear the shout from the vice captain, on-court vice captain today, Richard Smith, for Nicholas to slow it down. Coach there being called for obstruction. Nice effort there from Duane. Unable to keep it in. Janoy had his second miss shot. This time Duane picked up the rebound and he kept it inside. And so Titans being patient, taking up the ball upstream. Good lob pass there inside the circle to Lamar. Lamar has his second miss and he finishes. Start and center pass. So contact there being called from the goal defense. Roger Barnes, it's 2-1 inside the circle. Lamar makes that long stretch with the back and he finishes. It's now 16-7 to Titans Sports. So we're seeing a much better performance here by the Titans team. Maybe it's because of the strength of the team that they're playing. However, they are making a much better performance here today than what they would have put on last week. There are still errors, but not as much as what we saw from the team last week. And so we're here now, seeing Richard's going to make an attempt. No, makes a shooter-to-shooter pass. Lamar there now makes an effort. Both defenders out, and he shoots. So now Lamar has 16 from 8 attempts. So a deflection there from, it's very windy here. It's very windy here, so don't mind the wind and so on. Lob pass inside the circle to Lamar. Lamar catches and he shoots. So Lamar there just really sinking as much as possible. As much shot as you can get. 90% the pass is 18-7. Contact there being called from the wing defense. Marlon McCollum. A lob pass over to Patrick. And another lob pass over to Janoy Young. And he finishes. It's 18-8. So just some footwork there, and Titans is back in position. A long pass inside the circle to Richard Simmons from Nicholas Edwards, and unable to keep it inside the circle. Netropers is back in position. Goal shooter there making an attempt to get that back. However, contact there, call on the goal shooter from Titans, and the Netropers team is making steady progression. Another lob pass inside the circle to Janoy Young. Both defenders there just going up and make a beautiful intercept there, and good patience there from the Titans team. Roger there just unable to come around with the foot, and contact there being called. So Richard is making use of the shooter-to-shooter pass-off because of the height of the shooter, and there's not much height in the defense circle from the Metropus team, and so it's very hard for them to mark the shooter. So he's getting as much as possible. A beautiful intercept there from Marlon, and saved by the jump in the air, and Richard was there to pick it up. So nice lap pass over, just a little bit short there from Nicholas. Wanted a little bit more. Another lap pass over there to Janoy Young. A challenge there from the keeper, and Titans keep that one inside. Contact there from the wing attack to Nicholas. Sorry, not Nicholas, that's Ricardo Buchanan. So just a little bit of tussle there inside the circle. So, just as he made the shot, umpire says taken. The ball is up and down the court. It's very hard to keep track of what's going on. But
I never expected that.
the pass inside the circle to the shooter. The shooter is telling the goal attack to shoot. And alright, so a better passage of play there. Shooter there being called for contact, pushing off the keeper, and so they're making the Enterprise Tigers making a steady progression down court, and Nicholas Edwards there trying to get an intercept but unable to keep it inside the court. So I think that was deliberate by Nicholas. It's a smart play. He took his own time to walk on the court, and so umpire call not on court, and so Titans was able to get it back. So another long pass inside the circle to Lamar. Vice Captain Richard just telling the attack not to do it that, but Lamar was able to finish. That's 28. So Lamar finishes again. That one dribble is inside. 21-8. So a tactical there. Tactical from the Titans team. Lamar there just, calling his stress. I'm not sure what's going on with Lamar, but there is some change on court for the Titans team. I'm seeing that Keanu is taking the goal shooter bib, replacing Lamar. Lamar's done an excellent job so far. I think he has about 18 or 19 from about 21 or 22 attempts. So that's very good. That's very good attempt there from Lamar inside the shooting circle. So sad to see him go. Apparently he has asthma, so he has to take a break. So Keanu, let us see if Keanu will be able to continue the trend that Lamar has started. That's the only change on court. And there's some change too on the Tigers team. We're seeing that Dave Dixon comes to center. Is that center? Just let me confirm in a bit. There are some changes. Patrick Hardy goes to goal attack. Dave Dixon goes to center, replacing Patrick. And Owen Green is off the court. Also, those are the changes. And whistle has blown. So Dave Dixon, who was originally listed as a shooter, is now playing center. Good mid-quarter nonetheless. He has some good drives and some good passes inside the circle. And so let us see if he'll be able to finish. He'll be able to make some successful passes inside the circle. Tigers score 1, that's 21-9. So goalkeeper there being called for contact. Keanu takes his first shot and he finishes. 22-9. So we could hear Vice Captain Richard Smith there just asking Marlon for a steal. Oh, there are some more changes on court. I didn't realize that Sheldon Bent has replaced Dwayne Jones, and Brandon Walcott has replaced Nicholas Edwards at center. So those are the additional changes on court. So let us see if, I'm not sure why is it that Dwayne was taken off, but I'm seeing his shoulder being massaged there by the first aid responder, Matthew. So perhaps that's the reason why he's off the court. So a swing there from Keanu, and the goalkeeper being called for obstruction. Keanu makes a very big step inside the circle. He misses. Richard keeps it inside, and Keanu turns and he shoots. So Keanu has 2 from 3. It's net repair center pass. So there's a bit of patience there, ball side. Sheldon Bent just not able to even get a jump to that. And so that finishes flawlessly. Good passage of play there.
Early entry, goal attack.
Another early entry there. Coach's killer by the goal attack, Richard Smith. And so I can hear from here the assistant coach, Mark Wayne, just shouting that he needs to fix that. So a long pass inside the circle. Sheldon Bent did make an effort this time, but it was no match for that pass. So a long pass inside the circle from Ricardo rather. Not able, shooter unable to keep it inside. And so Titans is going upstream. Just a little bit of patience there from the Titans team. Keanu just got caught there in the middle. Good lob pass, shooter to shooter. Obstruction there from the goalkeeper, and Keanu finishes. Keanu seems to be in some discomfort when he got caught in the middle just now, but let us see if he'll be able to hold on to that one. So both shooter and attack, they're out of play. Keanu unable to sink that one. As I said, it's quite windy today, so the shooters want to be very careful. A pass there to Patrick, unable to keep it inside the circle. Another pass from the goalkeeper, Sheldon Bent. A deflection there from the shooter. And to me, that's an obstruction, but umpire didn't call, so the game progresses. And so that is 24-13. Long pass to the goal shooter unable to keep it inside the circle. And the Titans team, 3 passes, and it's in their goal third. So an obstruction there from the goal defender. So David there just being real patient. Contact there from the center goalkeeper. So there's a lot of contact and obstruction here being called on the Titans team, so they want to probably fix some of those, and Titans finishes. It's Titan center pass. wing defense there, Marlon McCallum. Another coach is Killer, not on side. And so, Metroplex Tigers, let us see if they'll be able to finish this one. Long pass inside the circle to the shooter. The shooter aims and he shoots. It's 14-25 in favor of Tigers. So this time the wing defense for the Tigers team was not on side. So again, now the coach is Killer. So they really want to fix some of these errors that they're making on court. These are silly errors if you ask me, because several players have been called for that onside. That's the end of the first half. That's the end of the first half. Not the end, but the end of the first half. It's 26-14 in favor of Titan Sports Club. Commentary resume at the before we do commentary, let's get some halftime interviews. So since Titans is leading, so this is how strong the wind is here today. Spin away the tent. Alright. Assistant coach. Let's get a word from the assistant coach today. Alright, so we have Mark Wayne Williams, the assistant coach for Titan Sports Club. Comparing to last week's game and this week's performance, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. They're still not where we want them to be, but I'm okay with what is going on so far.
What is it that your team need to ensure to do that they can finish this strong? Currently they're leading by 11 goals.
For me, they need to just slow down the play. I think they are playing because style of game, and that is not our Titans.
Okay.
Playing it. So what we have to do is to slow down and make accurate passes, and we should be okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Lamar? Alright, so here we have Lamar. Today you had about, I think, 18 from 20 goals. And I think you had a beautiful start. What happened when you had to leave the court?
I'm a chest. Short up, great.
Okay. Alright, so I am sure that you're much more pleased with your performance this week than last week. What did you went home and do?
Well, I went home and think about this week game. Never come with the mindset last week to play the game, never in my.
Okay, so this week you had a better mindset, and it really shows. So will we see you back on court for the remainder of the game? Okay, thank you so much. Alright, so let's try to get a word. Let's try to get a word from the Tigers camp. Can be anybody. Captain, vice captain. Alright, so we have the captain for the Metroplex Tigers team here today, Roger Barnes. Your team is down by 11. What's going through your mind right now?
We're not playing against another team. We need to stay more careful on the ball, going forward, and better zoning.
Okay.
Better zoning in the defense, so we can try to close the gap and get good steals so we can win the game.
Where do you think is the primary, or where are the primary areas on court that needs improvement as it is now right now?
Areas in the court, mid-court and attacking third, need to be more patient with us going forward.
And what is the word like in your camp now? Because I realize there are several lap passes to your shooters, and probably like 5 out of 10 times is unable to keep inside the court. So what's going to be the word in your camp before you get back on the court?
Maybe going to try to play some more flat pass, chest pass, because you know environment right now kind of windy, so that is kind of affecting us at the moment. So we just try to work on that and see how this turned out for us.
Are you anticipating getting back into this game?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Never say that until the game is finished.
Alright, thank you very much, Roger. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
So that's the captain for the Tigers team, Roger Barnes. And so we are going to end this live and rejoin you at the start of the next half. Officials for today: Rashid Joseph.
I'm sorry, it's Dr.
Show us your doctorate paper.
You really want me to say that for live?
Alright, have a good day.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, you're ready. Sheree?
Obstruction, wing.
Yeah.
Alright, so thank you for rejoining us. We are 3 minutes in the third quarter of this game. It's 27-17. Tigers has scored 3 consecutive goals. 3 goals, not consecutive goals. Titans only able to secure 1. A long pass inside the circle there to Janoy. A roll off from the keeper into Janoy's hand, and Tigers finish another one. It's 27-18. The score has been reduced to 9 goals from 11. So just to let you know the changes on court, there's an intercept there from the good takedown there from the keeper.
Yeah.
So, let me tell you the changes on court. At goal shooter, Richard. At goal attack, it's Keanu. David stays as wing attack. Rahman comes to center. And Lamar goes to goalkeeper. The net reverse lineup remains the same. So the changes is working for the net reverse team, not so much the Titans team. Well, Orange Green comes to wing attack and Ricardo replacing Ricardo Buchanan. It's 27-18. It's now Miguel there just working overtime to keep that ball out of the hands of the Tigers team. So long arms there from Rahman, just trying to prevent the pass. Pass there from Patrick inside the circle to Janoy, and he finishes. It's 9% the pass. It's 19-27. So contact there from the wing defense. Shadow there. Well, just a little bit of tussle there from the team, the two teams. Contact there. Contact there. A tactical there. Another tactical from the Tigers team. Sorry, from the Titans team, not Tigers. And so that would have been the final tactical for the Titans team. They only allowed 2 per game, and there are some additional changes on court. Richard goes back to goal attack and Kiana goes to goal shoot.
Right now, I'm
the line.
and party. Yes, and the party. They all just keep score, keep time. One gets no friend.
Alright, so there are no additional changes being observed. The lineup remains the same for the Tigers team. Alright, so Dwayne comes back at goalkeeper, replacing Lamar Parks. And earlier, Richard goes back to goal attack, and Keanu at goal shoot. Those are the only changes on court. People said they don't want to see it. Yeah, set up another shot.
Sorry?
You're blocking the shot.
How much is the key?
Whatever them pay for them internet service, they get on the live.
That's not expensive.
That's another finish there from the Titans team. They're now 2 up from the beginning of this quarter. And it's Titans center pass. So a good pickup there from Keanu. That was not intended for him. Contact there from the goalkeeper, Orion Thompson. Good strong on the rebound there from Keanu. And he finishes. So 29-19. Titans lead by 10. Wing attack there, not behind again. Another coach's killer. Another coach's killer there. We'll hear the captain, Dwayne, just asking the team for some urgency in setting the penalty as quickly as possible. And so a contact there from the goal defender, Roger Barnes. Good block there, good screen there from Keanu. Pass over to Richard, but Richard is unable to finish. Some miscommunication there, and the ball goes straight in the hand of Brandon, but went offside, so the ball goes back to Net Rippers. So Net Rippers, they're just being really patient in trying to get the ball up into their quarter. A touch there from Brandon puts the ball out of play, but still in the hands of the Tigers team. So good contest there from Marlon McCallum, the wing defense, but the wing attack there have contact there being called in the goal defense. Miguel Masters. So we can see the goalkeeper there bouncing, but still a lap pass to the goal shooter, and Patrick takes a shot and finishes. It's now 20-29. It's 9-goal lead by the Titans team. So contact there by the goal defender, Raja Barnes. An obstruction. Another missed shot there from Keanu. And he finishes this one. It's now 30-20.
Not behind, wing attack free.
Another coach's killer. Wing attack, Owen Green, not behind. That's the second one. Probably about the sixth not behind for the day so far. From both teams. Marlon there on 1 foot. And then Kiana there. Kiana there, not setting on the shot initially. Misses the shot, but he catches his own rebound and was able to finish. So nice bounce pass inside the circle to Keanu. This time he settles but still misses. Long pass over to Brandon, then to David. David just being patient. Luckily, that's a contact there. Nice shooter there from Keanu and a missed shot there from Richard. So Richard is pretty much off today. Inside the circle, shooting circle. And so Tigers is going upstream. Contact there from Brandon. Good contest there from Duane. He was bouncing, but still not good, not tall enough to get. Where was the ball? So Richard finishes this one. It's 32-21.
Why does he need to wait to go in the circle? You need to go for.
Titans lead by 11 goals. Miscommunication there. And Tigers is back in position with the ball. They're being really patient. A good effort there from Marlon, unable to keep it inside. So,
Yes!
so a lot of things just happened a while ago. It happens again. Dwayne is steal, Jason steal, and Miguel steal. La pass to Keanu. That was picked off by Orain. Was unable to keep that inside. 1-2 from Patrick. And Dwayne picked that up.
Patrick,
So,
stop doing that.
another missed shot there from Keanu. Went outside. Marlon there just trying to make an intercept on the circle edge. However, half side there being called, offside being called by Rashid. And so Patrick takes that. Obstruction there from the goal defender, Miguel. And Miguel in this disagreement with the call. However, a missed shot there, and they're back in position with the ball. So, Titans just taking a bit of time to get that ball outside of the net report shooting end. However, they got it down. He had to make that long stretch, and he shoots. It's now 33-21. Score now extended by 12. A pretty dim third quarter, if you ask me. First two quarters were pretty much more exciting than this one. Not sure if it's the wind and the sun of today's weather condition, why probably both teams are exhausted by now. But this third quarter for me is a little bit unorthodox. It's all over the place. Teams are not settled.
Time!
That's the end of the third quarter. Netrup is only scoring 7 goals, and Titans only scoring 7 goals. So 7 goals apiece for that third quarter. So a low scoring quarter for that one. So let us see how both teams are going to finish in this last and final quarter. It's 33-31 here today between the Net Rippers Tigers and the Titans Sports Club. As soon as there are any changes, those will be communicated. Dwayne unable to get a hand to it, and he scores. So that was pick up there. Finally, Dwayne this time gets the pick up. So Lamar there stepping up, and Orain there being called for obstruction, and Lamar finishes. It's now 30. keep on his side of the court and offside being called. So, good passage of play. Good passage of play inside the circle there. So outside there, a missed shot, trying to get the rebound, but outside there being called. So the ball was in the possession of the Netropers team, and he was trying to get the ball from the defender. So a good effort there. Able to get the shot. Ball went outside because there was a long pass and Munga deflected the ball. A missed shot there from Patrick. Contact there from the goalkeeper. And John shoots. It's 36-23. Titans lead by 13 goals. So I'm projecting that Titans will get at least 40 goals in this match. Tigers should at least get to 30, but let us see how both teams will be able to finish. A contact there from the goal attack with Patrick. Miscommunication, but picked up by Lamar. So a good finish there from Keanu. Faint pass. Another missed shot there from Keanu. Goal shooter there, just goal shooter. Expecting that he would have been called, he would have been gotten the contact, but umpire there calling him for causing contact. A pick up there from Miguel. Good effort there by Miguel. So that's 23-38. It's Netropers center pass. So the energy here has, reduced a little bit here today, both on court and from the teams. So Brandon there just shadowing that ball, rose off Jason's foot and went outside. Jason clearly not in agreement with the call. So goal shooter there. Kiana there shoots. It's now 39-23. So nice, another lap pass inside the circle. Shooter. Defender jumping a little bit too early. So taggers were saying that was on and off, but apparently it was a contact there from the goal defender. Nice little pass there from the goal attack Lamar over to goal shooter Keanu, and Keanu finishes. It's 40-24, and another tactical there by the Netruppers team. So Titans have hit the 40 mark. So let us see if Tigers will be able to get to 30.
I can't pass alive.
Which minutes leave?
4 leave.
4 minutes. You see shooter now shoot.
Change the shooter.
Thank you.
Alright, so let me just tell you of those changes on court by the Tigers team. Goal shooter goes to Jason Sims. Goal attack is Patrick Hardy. Janai goes to goalkeeper. Owen Orain goes to center. Orlando goes to wing defense. And those are the only changes on court. Titans did not make any change. So a good defense pass there from the wing attack. It's two short shooters now in the shooting circle for the Tigers team. Two moving shooters. So let us see how they will be able to follow through on this one. A missed shot there from Patrick, picked up by replay their call on the goal defense, Miguel Masters. So an obstruction there from the goal defender, from the goalkeeper rather. So an obstruction there from the keeper, Janoy Young. So a good rebound there from Janoy. Quite unorthodox. Attack and being called for contact. A nice flat pass inside the circle from Ricardo to Patrick, and Patrick shoots. It's Titan center pass. Wing attack there being called for contact with the elbow. Brother there getting a hand to it, picked up by Jason. Another pass. Wing attack went in. I'm going offside. So Titans is back in possession of the ball. So the attackers there for the Titans efficient. They played around as much as possible, and until they were able to get it inside the circle. So an intercept there from Marlon, and the shooter just unable to keep it inside. Well, it is still Titans ball. So goalkeeper there, Janoy, not getting his 6 feet. Well, to how tall is it? Must be 6 feet. It's 3 feet. And can't finish it. 10 seconds remaining. My projection for
Time.
and there you go. That's the end of the match, and that's the end of the quarter. That's the end of the match. It's 43-25. So Titans did get into the 40s. However, Network was unable to get to 30. 25-43 in favor of Titans Sport. A similar show of game that you would have seen last week when Warriors played Titans in the first match. Warriors going to 50, and Titans would have scored 26 goals. So I guess you could say that they were getting back for what happened last week. Let us try to get a word from the coach from the winning team.
Topher.
So, yes, so we have Coach Allen here today. So today's win would have been a little bit more pleasing than last week's game. You guys led from the beginning. From the first quarter, you were up by 4, and to finish 43-25. That's 18-goal lead. How are you feeling today?
I'm still not entirely pleased. The quality of the performance, the 1 year, so the quality of the performance wasn't up to the standard that we set in training. And so, I'm not entirely pleased. Too many errors were made. Too many things that instructions that were given weren't followed to the team. And so, too many turnovers as a result of not following those instructions. It's a lot of work needs to be done just the same.
All right, so I see that some of the persons, some of the spectators would have been calling for the Twin Tower situation, and you tried it today. What are your takeaway from that combination today?
Again, not following instructions. And when I made the decision to say, let's try the Twin Tower, I gave specific instructions on how I think it would work. They didn't go there and do what was asked.
Your shooter was getting caught up in the game, being called for contact,
Right.
even to the point where he was warned. Could you just comment on that?
It's a thing that we need to work on. It's something that we've been seeing in training, where we get too caught up in the physicality of the game, and it affects how we play. And that's something that we need to work on as a team. And I mean, again, I can say the quality of the game could be way better.
I agree with you, because for the 2 last quarters, the energy and the momentum of both teams dropped drastically, and so if it was a more for want of a better word, skill team that you guys were playing today, the results would have been differently.
I agree.
So what are the overall takeaway from today's game that you'll be taking back to your camp to work on?
Lots of things, including discipline. That needs to work on in terms of discipline towards play, and slower passages of play, playing too fast sometimes. And I mean, I feel like I have to start training from scratch all over again to say, because it really needs to improve. A lot of passing errors, simple errors, killers, I call them.
Coach, so those are things that you'll be taking back to your camp to work on.
Yeah.
Anyway, congrats on your win and your MVP today. MVP for today's level. So you may pass on the message for me, please.
Alright.
Okay. Let's try to get a word from the coach of the Veterans team. Would you like to speak? Technical director, would you like to talk on behalf of your team? Alright, so we have today Texroy Brown, who is the technical director. He's the technical personnel for today's match. So you'd have played last week, and so there would be a level of expectations for your junior team today. Did they bring to the table what you guys were expecting?
I think one of the things is that they lacked focus, and some of the simple errors is what cost us the game today. We see a lot of breaking, not on side. So it's basically just the little errors that we need to tighten up on. Is I believe that we have a strong team, and I think the focus wasn't there today, and we're just going to regroup, and we're just going to tidy up on the little things that cost us the game today, and hopefully we'll come back out stronger.
All right, so there were moments where plenty times there were efforts to pass the ball inside the circle to your goal shooter, General Young, but most times, or quite a few times, those were unsuccessful. What adjustments you guys plan to make to that, to those passes inside the circle?
I think the passes were a little bit too predictable. What I'm proposing is that we work on just resetting the ball before we actually force it to the shooter. So that's one of the things that we're going back to work on. Not trying to force the ball to Janoy, and just try to reset and try to utilize the goal attack whenever the shooter is being double marked.
What do you think would have been the most or the predominant reason why you have lost today's game, but lost not only just lose, but lose by 18 goals?
I think the players lacked confidence and focus, and from there it just went downhill. They didn't trust themselves, and as such they were hesitant to make the passes, and we're just going to work on those things, allowing them to have that confidence in themselves to make those passes, and just to keep focusing the game instead of focusing on the calls that are being made by the umpires.
And finally, what are your takeaways for today's game?
One of the takeaway is that we keep relying on those lob passes, and it's the most obvious pass, so the defenders are going to read into that pass. So not because Jana is tall, we want to force that ball to him all the time. So we also have shorter shooters, so we're going to work on those combinations. And as I said, we're going to work on resetting the ball. And I think we should come back out stronger. Today is not our day. And congratulations to the Titans team. They played tremendous. They played fairly well. We're not going to try to take anything away from them. They did a good job. And we just want to go back to the drawing board and to do what we do best, which is to come back out stronger.
All right, thank you so much, Tex Roy, Technical Director for Titans Tigers, and we'll see you guys on court again. Have a good one.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, so that is the Technical Director, our Technical Assistant for today's game, Tex Roy Brown, just giving you a roundup of his team's performance today. And this is where we signed out. It's 26, 25, 43 for the final scores of the test match between Netropers Tigers and Titans Sports Club. Have a good one.